welcome once again to Creepy Ghoul Vision. I am Creepy Ghoul, your host. The haunting sounds in the distant. Ceremony 7, Toronto goth rock band from 1994. On vocals is one of my best friends, ALEXIS Child. Check them out on YouTube, man. Ceremony 7 from the old days, if you like the old school goth rock like I do. Not to mention, she actually just got her second poetry book published. If you're into like horror, macabre poetry, you're gonna want to check out her book on Amazon. She's on YouTube. She's everywhere, man. Just Google her, ALEXIS Child. Speaking of which, here is a cover of her new book called Singin' the Bones. There she is right there. One of my best friends in this entire world. Check out her new book. Get it on Amazon or through her. Available now. It just came out about a week or two ago. Alright, guys. So, it's been a while. I'm back with another horror, collectibles, spooky, Halloweeny, creepy, horror, collectibles, Halloween, spooky, creepy, collectibles corner. Ask me to say that again, it's not happening. And speaking of one of my best friends, I got a little gift from the witch herself. Just made it home in one piece. Whoa! Look at her goth dance. Oh. Okay, so now let's get to some creepy collectibles, shall we? So I got a bunch of stuff here for you guys, man. I got some horror magazines, horror comics, horror-related records. I got some horror t-shirts, and I've got a couple of things here that are not horror related, but are collectible, worthy of showcasing from the old days. If you're into things from the old days, like the 80s. Okay, so let's get to it. The first thing, check this out. I think owls are very mystical creatures. Found this at my local LCBO in the clearance section. I remember when it came out not too long ago. I remember seeing something about it on a talk show on TV way back when. This is Green Owl, green tea flavored vodka. There we go. It's Canadian, I believe. Anyhow, I am not a big vodka drinker. I'm actually not a vodka drinker at all. I do appreciate the flavored vodkas. One vodka that I never got my hands on, this was years ago, and I was very extremely curious about, was that marshmallow flavored vodka. Would have loved to have tried that one. Let me, I'm gonna pop this open. I've actually been saving this to do a video for you guys, to include it in my horror collectibles corner video here, and do a little taste test for you. Not sure how wide this is available. I don't know, I'm not getting the green tea right now. I'm getting the vodka, I'm definitely not getting the green tea, but taste is king. And to avoid spillage, here's to ya. Oh yeah. Wow. a refined taste. Okay. Yeah. That's, you know what? That's smooth. That is smooth. That's a smooth vodka. That is a smooth vodka. I get the green tea like right away. It literally tastes like room temperature green tea, but with a bite. I can recommend. Really good stuff. There you go right there. Recommended by Creepy Ghoul. All right. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually going to pour myself another to have throughout my video here. There we go. Got these cool shooter glasses a while back off Amazon. It's quite unique. It's got some nice weight to it too, probably because of that. Anyways, let me get this out of the way before I spill it. Anyhow, so let's get to some creepy collectibles, guys. I got some t-shirts. Let's do some t-shirts. At my local Walmart, Sprawl Mart, I always have my route that I go through. I always check out the t-shirt section because sometimes they've got like some really cool t-shirts, especially around Halloween. You get like the horror shirts and whatnot for like dirt cheap for like 11, 12 bucks. Anyways, I found, and I used to read this back in the old days, and of course I have a thing for old school vampires. Morbius, the Living Vampire. I believe this was Marvel. Definitely. There's an image, this is circa, I'm guessing circa 97-ish? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, Morbius. I got this at my local Walmart, Sprawl Mart, Walmart, for like, 11 bucks. There we go, size large, because Creepy Ghoul's a big guy. Morbius, the Living Vampire. Okay, and speaking of one of my best friends, Alexis Child, she got me this Halloween 2 t-shirt as a little gift. There you go, Halloween 2, one of my favorite parts in the franchise. Next to number 1, of course. 3 was alright. 4 and 5 were great. After that, it was just like choppy and dicey type of thing. Anyways, my number 1 favorite horror film of all time is the original 1978 Halloween, the 1968 Night of the Living Dead, and then everything else after that. But anyhow, let's get to some horror magazines. Got the latest issue of Rue Morgue. Okay. Again, you've probably heard me say this in some previous videos when showcasing back issues of this magazine. Their Halloween edition, which is not this one, which was the one before this one, was pretty damn good. All the other standalone issues, again, to this day, I'm sorry, I'm just really not impressed. The only reason I got this subscription was last year they threw me an email, a year subscription, 50% off. I mean, how the hell are you going to go wrong with that? And I don't go anywhere, you know, this whole pandemic bullshit, or I'm just being very antisocial and whatnot. I don't really go anywhere, really anymore. So I figured, you know, I'm out of touch with the horror world. So let me just subscribe to a couple magazines and, you know, I don't want to be on my computer all the time. So anyways, I subscribed. It was 50% off. I think this is my second last issue in my year subscription or something like that. I won't be renewing. This magazine, in my opinion, had its time. You're actually looking at the very first ever subscriber to Rue Morgue magazine back in, what, 96, 97? Yeah, I was the one. Creepy Ghoul. There you go. I don't know. At my local Dollarama, I came across, every now and again you're going to find something at your local Dollarama that really jumps out at you. And I found the comic book graphic novel, actually, adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. which as a kid, way before I was even a teenager, I remember Bram Stoker's Dracula. I read that book, the Scholastic version, more than any other book I've probably read in my life. I read that till the pages fell off, till the cover fell off, but I can appreciate a graphic novel at my local Dollarama of Bram Stoker's Dracula, right there. I love old school vampires, I love bats. My place is called the Bat Cave version too. One day I'll do a tour of the Bat Cave. I would love to do that for you guys. Any requests? Now, let's get to a real horror magazine in this day and age. Right after some Green Owl green tea vodka. This magazine here has got to be one of the best, if not the best, horror magazine on the newsstands shelves right now. Horror Hound magazine. This magazine, I don't think I've ever seen a bad issue of Horror Hound magazine, to be honest with you. I subscribed to this magazine about the same time I subscribed to Rue Morgue. I figured, what the hell. I have not been disappointed. I got a year subscription, 6 issues. This is probably my second last as well. Don't care for Scream, never have, never will. Never watched any of them. Don't care to. I skipped that whole 90s, 2000 thing of horror almost completely. You know, 50s B films, 60s, 70s, 80s, yeah, that's about it. But anyhow, we're getting way off topic here. Yeah, Horror Hound magazine, because Creepy Ghoul said so, most definitely. A great horror magazine. Lots of, like, reminiscent imagery, articles, toys, collectibles, you name it, man, it's all here. Latest issue of Horror Hound magazine on the news shelves right now. There you go. Alright. Now, recently a friend of mine picked me up this magazine right here, which, to be quite honest, I mean, in all fairness, I haven't really been anywhere in like a little while, other than work and home. I had no idea that Dark Side magazine out of the UK was still in print. Apparently it is. I used to collect this back in the day when I found it, mostly used because it's a pretty pricey magazine at 15 bucks Canadian a pop, really. He bought me this issue because it's the Elvira special right here, Elvira, and he knows how much I love Elvira. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Anyways, it's the Dark Side issue, Elvira issue. Lots of great stuff in here, man. Thank you so much. And I mean, I love magazines. Magazines are my weakness next to posters. But in this day and age, I personally cannot fathom spending 15, 20 bucks on a magazine, which is how much they are nowadays. Damn. Anyhow, this is a really great issue. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this issue. This is another magazine that you really can't go wrong with, man. I'm telling you, Dark Side magazine. Out of the UK, if you can afford it, grab it. There you go. Elvira issue, latest issue right here. Love this magazine. Love it almost more than, a little bit more than Horror Hound even. So that's a damn good magazine, man. A nice collector's item too. Nice Elvira collector's item. Check out one of my last videos, the Cassandra Peterson Elvira segment on the Marilyn Dennis show here. It's posted on Creepy Ghoul Vision. It's actually a Creepy Ghoul Vision exclusive, so check it out. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so I got some records and I got some DVDs here. I'm going to get to the DVDs right now. I'm going to get to the records after. These aren't really horror related, but they are old school. They are like you know, I don't know what you want to call it. Look, I'm already screwed up on this green owl, green tea, vodka. Anyhow, how many of you remember this TV show in the 80s with Howard Hessman, rest in peace, he just passed away, called Head of the Class? If you're a fan of Welcome Back, Kotter from the 70s, which I am, it's got to be my #1 favorite TV show of all time, to be honest with you. And don't ask why, because everyone does. It just is. In the 80s, I was watching this as a kid when it came out. Now I own the first 3 seasons, which are very extremely hard to get. And anything beyond this, I don't even think really exists. There was, I think, 5 seasons. It lasted all the way till the late 80s. Or early 90s. I think late 80s. This is called Head of the Class with good old Howard Hessman. There you go, Dr. Johnny Fever in WKRP in Cincinnati, which I do plan on getting the complete box set seasons of. There you go, Head of the Class. Very reminiscent of Welcome Back, Kotter, only the opposite. These are a bunch of overachieving high school students that get into like this and that situations and this and that and whatever in the classroom. That's about it. I haven't seen this in many, many years, and I'm looking forward to doing some sort of marathon at some point of this amazing lost TV show from the 80s, man. It's like nobody knows about Head of the Class. I've even spoke to people my own age. Creepy Ghoul is 47 years old. I've spoke to people my own age. They have never even heard of this show. I mean, damn. It's a really great show. Check it. If you like Welcome Back, Kotter, check out Head of the Class. And lastly, for DVDs, I have standalone episodes, seasons, of this, but I was missing 1 out of the 4 seasons. But on Amazon, I found the complete series here for a really good price. This show is absolutely cult. It is like almost black comedy-ish soap. It's star-studded. Catherine Helmond, Billy Crystal, and like numerous others. Robert Guillaume, like it's star-studded. From the 80s, it lasted, I believe, 4 seasons. I used to watch this after school every day at like, I think 7 o'clock. A friend of mine in, I think, grade 4 got me into this show, Soap. Check it out. It's, I don't even know how to begin describing the show. It's dark, it's funny as hell, it's very different, very extremely different. And here it is, the complete season, the complete series, sorry, of Soap from the 80s. Check it out. I haven't even opened this yet. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick green owl green tea vodka break, and we're going to get back. I'm going to show you 3 horror-ish records I got here. Alright, so stay tuned.
Like, drink your booze and, like, go home wasted.
I'd like to welcome you back to Creepy Ghoul Vision. And I just realized that the first half of this video may be slightly darker than the second half of this video because I forgot to turn on the damn light. One of the lights. Anyways, what's done is done. I'm not re-recording anything. You're gonna have to deal with it, alright? Tombs of the Blind Dead. Return of the Blind Dead. Night of the Seagulls. The Ghost Galleon. Check this out. Here's one from a record label that a record label / store that I like to order from out of Chicago, Illinois, called Suga Records. S-H-U-G-A. Suga Records. Great selection, great prices. Check this out. I was hunting horror, Halloween soundtracks type thing, and I came across this one. It's by a project called Zoltan. How fitting. And it's their rendition of Tombs of the Blind Dead. One of my favorite horror films, Spanish horror films. Right there, Tombs of the Blind Dead. They do, it's a few tracks actually. It's side A, Tombs of the Blind Dead, Return of the Blind Dead, side B, The Ghost Galleon, and Night of the Seagulls. The 4 movies in the series there, of the Blind Dead series. Check it out. Complete with imagery and whatnot. This is not the official soundtrack by any means, but it's Zoltan their project rendition, their version of the Blind Dead movies, on how things would sound on their end. Here we go. I listened to a bit of this online, and yeah, it freaking delivers. I can definitely recommend this if you're into your horror soundtracks. This record here is very extremely affordable. I think it's about 20 bucks or something like that. Definitely worthwhile. Definitely check this out. Zoltan, Tombs of the Blind Dead. Check it out. Actually, the price is right there. $16.99 US, so like 20 bucks. There you go. Scoop this one up at Sugar Records. Definitely. Highly recommended by Creepy Ghoul on Creepy Ghoul Vision. Coming at you. Okay, so the next 2 albums I got here, it's by a band, or a project actually, it's been around since the late 70s, that you've seen a couple of videos for on my channel already. I recently, over the last, I'd say 12 months probably, got into this project. Now I was kicking myself for not getting into these guys sooner. Nurse with Wound. It's a one-man band. It's a one-man project. I think Steven Stapleton is his name. Been around since the late 70s, still going to this day. I now have like about a handful of his releases. So here is one that I scooped up. Now I don't buy records. I tend not to buy records off Amazon, because that's just like 9 out of 10 times it's like, forget it. Anyways, I found this one on Amazon for a really good price, and plus I think I had an Amazon gift card that I needed to use that I won from work. So what better thing to buy like a $45 record on a gift card. So there you go. This one's a project called Sylvie and Babs. Okay, by Nurse with Wound. If you're into the noise, the atmosphere, the unsettling sounds, definitely check out Nurse with Wound. Experimental as fuck, this project right here. I don't know if it gets any more experimental than this. Although one of my best friends just recently told me about this compilation from the old days called The Elephant Table, which I looked up on Discogs. That record itself is going for like over $100. She's got it from the old days. I found it on YouTube. I extracted the MP3 from it. God, it can't even fit on one CD. But yeah, I thought Nurse with Wound was experimental. No, you've got to check out that compilation called The Elephant Table. You want experimental? You got it. Alright, and this is the picture disc. There we go. Beautiful picture disc too. Really cool. Really hot. Alright, and the second Nurse with Wound album I recently got. This one also came from Sugar Records out of Chicago, Illinois. This one is called Echo Poem Sequence Number 2, Nurse with Wound. This one was a little pricey at $35 US. But yeah, all of Nurse with Wound records are quite pricey, and they're very rare and hard to find, if you could find them, that is. What attracted me to this was pretty much their description. So basically, let me read a bit of this to you. I love this. Stephen Stapleton employs a variety of hums, sighs, and spoken phrases to create a ghostly ambiance. Nurse with Wound has come to be regarded as the master of avant-garde post-classical experimental, and Echo Poem has come to signify an important direction in its vast Again, the reason I wear t-shirts with words on them, because I have a hard time communicating verbally. You get me? Yeah, this album consists of one 49-minute track of female vocals. I love female vocals. Spoken and chanted, looped to create a haunting meditation and evoke emotion. Really sick shit, man, I'm telling you right now. I gotta get these shades back on. I gotta take a swig of Green Owl green tea vodka to calm the fuck down. Nurse with Wound. Check it out. Very unsettling, aggravating, thought-provoking sounds. Check out Ceremony 7. We got them going on in the background. And do look up Alexis Child. You're going to want to. She's all over the web. No pun intended. Alexis Child. Singing the Bones, out now. Her second collection of horror poetry, macabre as all hell. Hope you enjoyed the Horror Collectibles Corner video. I am Creepy Ghoul. Thank you very much for tuning in once again to the channel. Give me a couple thumbs up, will you? Like, share, and subscribe to this weirdness. And speaking of weirdness, stay weird. And we'll see you on the next video.
Drink your booze and like go home wasted.